Hey yo, what up? It's Preach One again. So I made my first, I guess, official YouTube account. Like all my other shit, like my music videos and stuff, I've been on someone else's shit. Although I did take over the one where I did my previous video about my addiction and all my other music videos, but that's some other story. But anywho, I got my own. So what's up? Welcome to my account. So in my previous video, I talked about my old drug addictions. You could go check that out if you want. I'll put the link in the bio. Um, and I had mentioned that I did shrooms a couple months ago. So I thought I would talk about that. So I went to California in March to do some music and stuff. And I had been wanting to do shrooms for a while now. I've done a shit ton of research, watched other videos, kind of like what I'm making right now about it, and it just amazed me, honestly, so I wanted to figure it out for myself. So an old homie of mine picked me up from my dad's house, and randomly, he mentioned he was going to go get shrooms, and I was so ecstatic. I was like, no way. Gotta fucking take up this opportunity right now. Long story short, got the shrooms. He dropped me off at one of my old homies' house. Like, he was a brother to me at the time. And he's going through it too with the whole drug thing, so I wanted to try and like enlighten him, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word, but I wanted to try and expand his consciousness or whatever. Like, I just thought it'd be beneficial for him to do it too. Plus, we were super close, so I just wanted to do it with him. So I don't know exactly how much we had because I was under the impression we had an eighth. But he hit me up the next day saying, "You took all the shit?" Like, it was a quad. So I really don't know how much we took, but whatever it was in the sack, we split. And we took it at the beach, and about 15 minutes in, I started feeling weird. And I really had to fucking piss, dude. That was kind of like raising tension, I think. Because once I took the piss, like 30 minutes later, I felt relieved as fuck. But I really felt like energy. Like I was really feeling my homie's energy and it wasn't fucking good, like at all. It was really bad. But it had like kind of like waves of like I felt good for the second. And it was weird because like when I'd be like, yo, I feel good right now, it was like, yeah, I do too. And then all of a sudden like it just went back to like, bruh, like I don't like that shit. Like whatever you're thinking about or whatever you're feeling, I don't like that shit. So yeah, that was kind of weird. And we were looking to smoke a blunt, and he was really tripping me out because he kept walking one way, and he's like, "Hey, bro, let's go this way." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, that's some smoker shit, though." And I really shouldn't have done it with him, I guess, because he's going through it, and I could not imagine if I took shrooms while I'm fucking doped out or whatever. Wouldn't have been cool at all. So, yeah, that was that. And then we eventually went to his dad's house, and his dad was watching Vlad TV, and at this point it was probably about an hour in. So once I saw the TV, holy fuck, the colors were like popping out. And I don't know if you guys know who Lord Jamar is, but it was a Lord Jamar segment. And his voice was so robotic. I was just like, is this fucking real right now? Like, this is fucking nuts. It was cool though. But then his homie told, or my homie told his pops that he took shrooms, and his dad, I guess, wasn't cool with that. So he's like, "No, I'll take that bullshit in the other room." So we went in the other room, and then his brother and his girlfriend were there, and we ended up smoking the blunt with them. His brother was making me fucking cracked up. He was actually kind of like the good source of energy. He was keeping it kind of like he was keeping it cool. But then this is where he really started fucking with me, man. This wasn't cool at all. But it's all over now. But they all went to sleep and fucking we're sitting there. I put my head down I put my head back up, and then my homie was mean mugging me. He was like, "Hey, you got anywhere to go tonight?" And he told his dad that I was gonna stay over. So I was like, "Bro, I don't live out here right now. Plus, it's like 2 in the morning. Like, where the fuck am I gonna go?" And he was like, "All right, man, just no weird shit." I was just like, "What the fuck? I'm just fucking tripping balls with my head down, not even talking to anybody." So I put my head back down, and my mind was moving so fucking fast. Like, it, my, I wasn't thinking about just one thing. Like, one thing would be in my head for a second, 2 seconds later, it's on some other shit. 2 seconds after that, some other shit. It was moving so fast. And yeah, I put my head back down and lifted back up again, and he's fucking mugging me. And I'm just like, what? And then he's like, "Hey, bro, you gotta get on." So I got up, like, I'm not about to deal with this fucking tweaker shit right now. I got up, and then I started leaving. He was like, "Hey, come back here. You can stay. Just no weird shit." I was like, "Jeez Louise, man. Like, glad I'm not on that bullshit anymore." But so I sat my happy ass back down, fucking tripping, and then put my head back down again, and I just started feeling really bad. I was like, man, like, I was thinking of all the fuck shit that I was doing when I was on drugs, and like the fuck shit I did to my family and other people and all that shit, and I started feeling really bad. Plus, I felt bad for just how he's so negative while this is supposed to be such a beautiful experience. So that made me pretty fucking sad. And then, oh, I remember, I forgot this part. Um, while he was fucking with me, I was just really like thinking, and I had never felt so careless in my life. Not necessarily in a bad way. I guess it could be in a bad way, but if I had died or gotten arrested or anything bad happened to me, it did not matter whatsoever. Like, I go around really not giving a fuck, but this was like, don't give a fuck to the next fucking 10 levels. Like, not an ounce of a fuck was given. And that was pretty peaceful, honestly. Like, if I died, I was extremely content with that. So that was cool. But then, so yeah, fucking put my head back down again, and then the third time comes, and he's like, "Hey, bro, just come back tomorrow, like, woody whoop." And I only had like 2 days left of my California trip out there. So I just got up, started leaving, said bye to his dad, and he was like, "Where you going, son?" And I was like, "He's being weird right now, and he wants me to go." And he was like, "How's he gonna fucking tell you that you're gonna stay over and then kick you out?" And then he told me to just sit down. So I sat down, wrote out the rest of the fucking high or whatever you want to call it. And that was really that. Um, it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to go, but I could definitely see how it could be a very, very profound experience if you're with the right people or whatever. Next time I do it, I'm gonna just do it alone or with one of my actual really good homies who's not on drugs or any of that. He's actually really helped me out a lot when I was very, very low. So, but definitely want to do it again. It was very cool. So that was pretty much that. Um, Think about what I'll talk about in my next video. I have a lot of shit, but I don't know if it's interesting to other people. Shit, who knows? But yeah, that's that. Hope y'all have a great ass day, and I will fucking see y'all later. Peace.